Kia ora koutou. I'm excited to announce the release of the 5th BDO Construction Sector Report. You'll find the full report on our website. In this video, I'll share the report's key highlights, tips on how to overcome key sector challenges, and discuss the major sector trends across New Zealand. Note, our data is from larger scale construction businesses in the New Zealand industry, which will generally have stronger balance sheets, which put them in a better position to weather any tough times. So starting with the key highlights in the report. The greatest concern of our respondents was access to labour. Quite telling was that 2/3 of all respondents said they were currently looking for staff at the time they answered our survey. Other key concerns include increasing costs which erode margins, materials availability, and uncertainty of work pipeline. So we firstly start with labour. Future demand is unclear given the uncertain work pipeline. 42% of our respondents had less than 6 months of forward work, which is a concern for the industry. Margin erosion is the second point, and this is a key issue with labour and material costs increasing. Over half our respondents said gross margins reduced in the past year. This reversed the trend we have been seeing in our previous 4 surveys. Delays, these are significant, and this has probably got worse since we collected the data for our report with recent national weather events, especially in Auckland and Hawke's Bay. This is also a major issue in Australia as well, together with access to labour. And finally, generally construction companies have recently worked hard on their systems, processes, and improving their financial strength. This will assist them getting through any type of boom and bust cycle. So what I'd like to focus on tips companies can take from our report. And I'll split this between financial and commercial. So firstly with financial, do forecasts and stress test them. You should be stress testing them monthly. Review your overheads and reduce unnecessary expenditure. Monitor gross margin in your accounts monthly and only incur necessary capital expenditure rather than buying nice to have things. In terms of commercial tips, avoid fixed price contracts and where possible include cost escalation clauses. Prepare to downsize activity levels and staff numbers if forward work starts to dry up. While it is a tight labour market, economists are currently predicting the labour market to free up later in the year. Part of the reason for this is that our net migration numbers into New Zealand for workers are improving month on month. So watch your labour costs. Obtaining bonds may become more challenging, so have open conversations now with your bankers and insurers that provide bonds as early as possible. Head contractors should also consider doing due diligence on subcontractors before engaging them, especially for those larger jobs. And subcontractors should seek advice as early as possible if profitability and cash flow dries up. Now I'm pleased to be joined today by Janine Hallier, a fellow member of BDO's National Construction Sector team based in Tauranga. It's both fascinating and important to understand how some of the major trends uncovered in the report are playing out in different parts of the construction sector and across key regions. What can you share with us here?
Yeah, as you've highlighted, margin erosion has become a major concern for construction businesses up and down the country. This is particularly so in the residential sector, and it's even worse for our subcontractors. We're also seeing variations across the industry in relation to forward work. The construction companies with lower turnovers have tended to have less forward work. Our colleagues in Canterbury have also indicated that the high-density multi-unit housing sector currently has an oversupply in the market. In the Queenstown and Southern Lakes region, there is still a high demand for new housing, which has kept property prices fairly stable. High inflation has become a concern for the cost of the building and might be an issue for forward work.
Thanks, Janine. We've also seen sustainability become a key trend in the construction sector recently. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Considerations around environmental, social and governance are becoming more prevalent in both the construction sector and for our clients. This was highlighted in our survey where 1 in 5 respondents said their ESG actions are prerequisite to winning most new work.
Thanks, Janine. For more report insights and tips on how to address ESG, implement strong financial and risk management processes, and manage staffing concerns, go to our website.